Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to a setups for the week video. So, I've already done my analysis for this week, and this is just a setups review, or rather, I'll just go over some setups that I have come up for this week. So, again, this is the calendar for the week. Nothing much, in my opinion. CPI for odd, so odd is going to be one of the assets that will be under our radar. Then there's CAD GDP and unemployment claims for USD. Apart from that, nothing much. I would say this week's going to be pretty quiet. And since this is the last week for the end of the month, we would not be trading on the Friday. Okay. So let's quickly go over the setups. First thing we'll do is silver, or rather just go over metals. I am silver long. Okay. So why am I long silver? We have the open of the week. We have a high. We actually have a lower low. Then we have a local higher high. So nothing much from the weekly price action. So as you can see, this is not the reason why we are long silver. We are long silver because two things. One, it's come into support. Okay, it's come into its previous H4 support. It's sort of broken the market structure. It's actually broken the market structure quite nicely after that. And well, this is a part of my edge, but I'll show you anyways. So we have a Friday Tokyo low and a high broken, and then a follow up higher high. On Monday, we have the Tokyo low taken and a higher high. So this is a strategy that I use on silver to go for long or short, basically to go for any trade. Okay, so yeah, it is what it is. I know the trade doesn't look very good and it is currently in drawdown, but that's the strategy, right? That's it. Tokyo low sweep high broken, Tokyo low sweep high broken, and we are into H4 support. That's it. That's all there is to the silver trade. If you want to have a look how the strategy works out, I would have to take you quite backwards, because lately there was no sort of movement in silver market that correlated to the strategy. So have a look at this. So there's a Tokyo low sweep high broken and moves up. That is on a Monday. Now let me take you to Friday. So we have that Tokyo low swept high broken on Friday. No, not in context with the trend. So look at that. So we have Friday Tokyo low sweep high broken, Monday Tokyo low sweep high broken. Eventually the market ends up going up. But again, you need context for that. And context for us is very simple. We are using this H4 support region, and we have that Tokyo low sweep high broken, Tokyo low sweep high broken. Market can easily take out that low and go up, but it should not go back down there. That's the theory. So that's it for the silver trade. It looks like it's about to get stopped out. Well, so be it. Moving on to crypto. This week we are indeed looking to trade crypto, although it doesn't look like it would give us an opportunity. So with crypto, again, this is a observational pattern. Okay. So oftentimes we see that the market rallies up on weekend. Okay. This is not on weekend, by the way. This was previous week. And then on the weekend, we can see that the market slowly grinds up. Monday opens, right? We have a higher high. So in this case, what happens is that the market doesn't really like to take out the Saturday low or the Sunday low. So again, we are betting on that fact. So once that low gets taken, okay, once this low gets taken in there, we would go long and the target up there. So this was the setup from yesterday. Today we have modified the setup. So we have taken our entry there and we have taken our stop probably in there. Target is up there. There was a place where I marked this. Yes, so it's on this chart. So there is the setup. Okay. So we again do not expect the Friday low to get taken. Okay. Do not expect the Friday low to get taken because we have the Saturday low there. Saturday low, Sunday low. So if one of the Sunday local lows starts to get taken, market would want to take out that weekend low, and that should drive the price up. Okay. Again, very unlikely that it gets filled. It's most likely going to go to the target first and then go down. In that case, we'll just cut the order. We'll just cancel the order. Same thing with Ethereum. Ethereum's a bit more refined and makes sense. So you can see that leg up. So start of the trend, high, 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 low, high, high. So again, this consolidation phase in there. If anything, if any low in this consolidation phase gets taken, we would enter in and target that high, high. So the trade would look something like this, or the trend after the trade would look something like this. That's it for Ethereum trade. Nothing much. Just want one of these consolidation lows and expect the market to hold on to this low and make a new high. That's it. With BTC, I expect the same thing. So again, context for this a trade is that this is the range low, and this is probably going to be the range high anchor. So this is going to be the anchor. So we know that market tends to trade around the anchor and then maybe a deviation. So a range can form here, okay, and we are expecting that. So we want to be a part of it if the market decides to take us first and then go to the range high. If it goes to the range high first, then the orders will be cancelled. So crypto done, silver done. Do not have a trade on gold. We do not have a trade on gold because it didn't trigger, honestly. So we have low highs and lower lows from the last week, and then we have a high, local high, low, local attempt of a high doesn't really make a high. So that's it. We're gonna leave silver there. We've gone long oil. So I said that I won't touch oil without any price action, but I have. Have a look at oil. Okay, why are we going long oil? So very simple, right? Support, market gets bought off, high highs and high lows, comes back into the area of support, consolidates for a bit, actually ends up making a local high, a high low, and a proper high. Clean close above the fib level as well. So any pullback that sort of takes out this gap is a buy to target the last week's high. Now, I don't think there's anything wrong with the setup, but I think it's actually a very good setup. Why? Let me tell you. So anytime when the breakout happens and the market spends some time above the breakout point, it actually increases the probability of the market to further follow through after a dip. So if you have a dip in there, it's a good buy right now. It's a good buy entry because of the consolidation up there, proving that the market, or rather the prices up there, have been accepted, and upon the acceptance we could have a quick sweep and a higher high. So again, oil is a good setup in my opinion. Do we want to raise the bid? No, I don't think so. I don't want to raise the bid. It's currently there. Expect the low of the week to hold. I think that's a good trade. Okay, even it can even push to 84.1. Okay, but then that's it. That is not my concern. That's not my concern. Okay, moving on from oil to DAX. Okay, DAX again, good trade in my opinion. Clean establishment above the last week's high. High. Okay, actually ends up making another high. So we have a nice cleanup trend, right? Any flush off along, right, or any flush taking out the provisional. This is the provisional low of the week. Okay, this is the provisional low of the week. So any flush into the provisional low of the week should get bought up, and the market should not take out that low. Well, it can, but based on the structure, it shouldn't. Entry looks a bit dicey on DAX because again you do not have a proper place to place your stop. But we do not have anything else to work with. Okay, the only thing we can work with is the structure, and with structure we basically go for a ABC pattern. So ABC is basically you just have to bet on A holding if it's an uptrend. Okay, and likewise if it's a downtrend. So if this is my A, this is my B. Okay, this is the B wave, this is the A wave, right? This has to be the C wave. So if C is a high, right? So if C is a high, then we expect A to hold. That's it. That's how I go about my stops. Okay, nothing too fancy. So again, any test of that high is a target, and market should hold on to that. You can place your entry there, okay, and stops basically in there. But again, in such a nice clean uptrend, hyper uptrend, I wouldn't really go for too big of a sweep. And that's it. S&P, we've had a break of market structure today. Not today, we are having it right now. So open of the week continuously goes down and now it's trying to break MS. So that's interesting. Nasdaq already did it. So there's the high that created the low low. We have a high low, and a higher high. So if is the market gonna go towards the range high or rather last week's high? Yes, yes, probably. How do we go about entering that? I don't know. Okay, honestly, I don't know. We'll think about it later on. So I've pretty much given you all my trades. So we talked about silver, talked about oil, Ethereum and BTC are done, and DAX is done. We talked about German index as well. So yes, I've given you most of the trades that I'm going to be going for this week. Again, this week I will end my trading on Thursday evening, not on Friday evening, but on Thursday evening. It is the last day of the month, last trading day of the month, and I don't want to take things down to the last trading day of the month. So 28th is going to be a last trading day. The orders that have been filled would be kept, but the orders that have not been filled would be cancelled. Okay. So that's it for the setups update. It was quite a small update because most of the work I am done with most of the work. Okay. So yesterday is what we did. 25th is where we did all that work, and yeah. So that's it. Most likely that's it. Just want to take a quick look at currencies, right? I have not really talked about currencies. Why have I not talked about currencies? Well, you can see that. So very clean downtrend, right? Very clean downtrend last week. Then we have a high, okay, a high low, another high. So it's trying to break trend. It might end up doing it, but I'm not interested. I am not interested in trading a reversal. Same thing on EG. Was up last week. This week, open of the week, tried to make a high, fails, low, low. So we have that high, low, high, low. Again, don't want to trade a reversal. Okay. Although this could end up forming a deviation. Okay. So just keep that in mind for EG. Just a heads up for EG. There it is. So this is what I was expecting yesterday, but you can see that the market now doesn't look like that. It doesn't look like that anymore. Well, that's not a fill, actually. That is definitely not a fill. So you can see that. Okay. So you have the Friday low taken on Monday, and we'll have a look at the price action today and then decide whether we want to proceed with that long or not. Okay. So that's it for EG. Other currencies. USD CAD. Nothing. Absolutely nothing on USD CAD. Open of the week has gone down, has made local low highs and local lows. That's it. So the only asset that I have, well, that I overlooked kind of was Nasdaq, because it has now had a high, a high low, and attempt of another high if it closes above there. So think about it. If it closes above there, you can probably go long NAS. Again, low probability trade, 50-50 trade. Okay. But even in that case, we can expect the Tokyo low double sweep. So Tokyo low double sweep, again a strategy on NAS that I use. So Tokyo low gets swept once, break of market structure, then it gets taken out again. And in this case, you do not get a break in market structure. The market just travels up and boom, goes out and takes out that high. So this is a strategy that I've come up with by observation on Nasdaq. So TO double sweep possible. So Tokyo low double sweep possible on NAS. In that case, what we're going to simply do is, I'm not going to wait for a double sweep. I'm just going to go buy that low. And I'm going to expect that as my stop and that as my target. We can give it a bit of a buffer because sometimes, NAS just tends to sort of take out people for absolutely no reason. And if this is indeed a legitimate break, then that was a pullback, and the market is now probably going to go higher, right? Based on assumption only. There's nothing to suggest that the market should go higher except for the weekly open price action. And once this higher high is confirmed after the 6.5 minutes, then I'll place this bid. Okay. Apart from that, we have the tax bid that has been kept or that has been placed, and then we have silver, which is pretty much looks like it's going to get stopped out. Yes. So you can see that there is an H4 support level there. Not only from the recent higher high, okay, but also from like a previous levels. So there's a definitely support there, and that is one of the reasons why I have gone long based on a Tokyo session sweep. That's it. That's the strategy for silver, or that's the reasoning behind silver trade. So yeah, that is it for the setups and trades this week. See you towards the end of the week. Remarks.